So next thing is the flashbacks, the way that Oda's kind of been telling the story in Zou. I personally felt it's a really nice change of pace after like such a long and dense arc like Dressrosa, that we're kind of like, he's kind of playing with how he's telling the story.
And I completely agree, because like Dressrosa is just like so much stuff is happening. It's so long. Like it was.
We were in it for I think. Go ahead.
Pretty much after they met the Admiral dude, it was almost entirely action.
Yeah.
When with this, since it's mostly flashbacks for like about 3 months, maybe worth of chapters.
Yeah, about.
Now we're going to a battle, presumably now. That's like perfect timing, because I was just about to say, well, it'd be nice if they battled.
Yeah, and I think
it's gonna happen with Jack.
Yeah, and we will get to Jack. My one note about the flashbacks is, is that Luffy has paid full attention to, I think, all of the story, which is like rare. I don't know if we've ever actually seen Luffy pay like full attention to any story that anyone's ever told. He usually passes out, stops paying attention, or gets distracted.
So that guy's a bad guy. Okay, got it. I'm good.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll go kick his ass. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. So yeah, I think that's very that's very interesting that Oda's. I think it's very important that Luffy's paying full attention to what's going on, and it shows how important this is to like the main story itself.
Mm-hmm.
My other note is Oda is definitely getting a bit, like, slowly getting a little bit darker in the storytelling. Like, we haven't seen this much limb loss since East Blue, where we lost both an arm and a leg. What do you know? With an arm with Shanks and a leg with Zeph.
Yep.
Those
were through flashbacks. Oh, then again, technically this one was too, just more recent.
Yeah, yeah, just happening, within the same time frame, basically. Like, I think the flashbacks take place over 2 weeks-ish, a little less, I think.
Somewhere around that.
I think it's like 11 days, specifically.
The battle was supposed to be 5 days.
Yeah, that's brutal, too. Like, Jack is... No, I'm not trying not to swear. He is, like, super brutal, like, ridiculously so.
He is a mammoth.
Yes, he is. My next thing is thoughts on Sanji being taken.
Speaking of
go ahead.
Leg Zeph, yeah,
exactly.
That came out of nowhere. I'm glad to get backstory, because Sanji really didn't have a family story yet. Just he was on a ship as a kid. Oh, okay.
Shipwrecked, Zeph ate his leg. Not Sanji's leg. Zeph ate his own leg.
Exactly. Sanji just had all the food.
Yes. Yeah.
So it gives like clarity onto his family. It's just like, wow, this is really random to pull out. Let's see where this goes. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I figured something was gonna happen with him when we got the only alive bounty.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I didn't quite expect it to be like, oh, Sanji's gone when we get to Zou, but I was figuring that, we were gonna get some sort of backstory once we saw that.
Like maybe he was one of the royal family.
Yeah. That's been a theory for like years, that he's like, part of a royal family, or part of the Celestial Dragons. I just remember the English name. This is kind of just covering kind of more of the flashbacks, but Capone is brutal, man. He just shoots Beckham in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
He's a jerk. I didn't like him when we were meeting all the supernovas, and I don't like him now. He's just no, man. You can't shoot a turtle. He's a lion turtle.
Yeah,
a lion turtle in the back.
When I saw that, I was like, Peckhams, what are you doing? You got a turtle shell on your back. How are you getting shot?
Lion turtles, they're a thing though in mythology.
Oh yeah, but I'm just like, I guess he was just in his normal form. I guess he didn't have any of the turtle zone going on. Some more Sanji stuff. Yeah, I'm really curious about the whole what's with the Vinsmokes, and I think it's pronounced Germa 66, which is their like organization. I want to find out more about that. And,
I wonder if it's related to CP9 or somehow.
I've heard people considering stuff like that online. The other thing is Sanji has two older brothers, at least two brothers, because he's the third son, so there could be more sons after that.
Oh shoot!
So I'm very curious. I've heard some people. I mean, there's theories all over the place as to like, oh, could we have met one of Sanji's siblings before? The only one that I consider even remotely possible is I've heard people thinking that Killer could be a Vinsmoke, possibly. We haven't seen his face.
Because we don't see his face.
Yeah, and we've seen a younger version of him, and it's just his hair covering his face. So maybe he's hiding those curly eyebrows.
The mysterious curly eyebrows. My God.
Yeah.
Do you think their family has like a unique power or like a shared power, or that Sanji somehow uses it, or do they all have their own different thing and Sanji just uses his legs because he's a chef?
I think the legs is specific to Sanji would be my guess, because I think he developed that after meeting with Zeph.
Right, like he trained. That's definitely he trained with that, but like maybe
they specialize in feet
with his legs as well.
I'm not sure. My guess would be that the Vinsmokes probably don't fight specifically with kicking. Would be my guess, because like I said, it seems like Sanji developed that with Zeph after he ran away.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
oh, you think that you're asking if they all have their own like specialty, like
Sanji can set his leg on fire. Is that something he learned from Zeph, or is that a Vinsmoke thing?
I don't know. It could be a Vinsmoke thing. I never really thought about the fact that he was trained by, because Zeph's moniker was Redfoot, correct?
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious if the fire thing was Oda kind of having Sanji pay homage to Zeph himself, but I'm not sure about that. But who knows? That could be a Vinsmoke like quality. That's entirely possible. I think that's pretty good for the flashbacks and kind of what's going on with Sanji. Let's get to the big man himself, Jack.
Jack.
Specifically, what do you think of his design? And let's start with that, his design.
Dude, it's just so cool. Like, yeah, it's a little bit like Axe Hand McGee or whatever that Navy dude was.
That was my first thought when I saw him. Is that just Captain Jack? Is he just back? Like when we just saw his like eyes and he's like, "Who do you think I am?" It's like, well, I sort of think you might be Captain Morgan, sir. But no, not the case.
But no, like, he's even in his human form, he has tusk horns. That's just cool.
Yeah, his weird like sword. Like, isn't that like wasn't that how he like? Wasn't that what he was holding his swords in or something? I couldn't. Or he has. I think he just has a bunch of. He has a bunch of stuff all over him.
Like he shows a very intricate intricately drawn character. I'm going to look him up real quick.
You take your time.
Hopefully. Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I really like that Oda like specifically focuses on his eyes. Like we always get those like panels of just a close up of his angry eyes, and he's just like, I'm pissed. I can't express it in anything other than my eyes.
I have no mouth.
Yeah, man.
He has very tiny arms.
Yes, did you say he has tiny arms?
He does.
Now I have to take a look at this. I'm just looking it up on my phone.
At least in relation to him, to his body, they're tiny.
Oops. Wrong.
Oh no, that's what's his face, Kaido. Yeah, Jack has tiny arms.
I think his full body's revealed in the chapter after what I was just looking at. Oh well, yeah. It's very cool, and I think his mammoth design looks very awesome. Like I really like it. It's very heavy, very bulky mammoth. I guess they're bulky creatures.
Big. That's the way you describe him. Like his bounty is huge. His bounty fits his body size.
The funniest thing though is just him in that mammoth form with just the most ridiculous hairdo. He has like those braids going down the side. He looks like Pippi Longmammoth.
I'm a very pretty mammoth. Very pretty.
Oh yeah, I think.
I'll drop you.
Yeah, it's a very cool design. I like that Oda's kind of having fun with doing all these like animals and stuff like that. Pardon me. Really quick, I just want to talk about his moniker, the Drought. I think I mentioned to you that I think it may come from him being an elephant type zone, or because I was saying elephants are known to drain entire watering holes dry. Now, note that's a herd of elephants, but you know how Oda likes to kind of, exaggerate features to kind of fit his needs.
Mammoth, that's like a big elephant.
Yeah, big elephant. So I'm thinking that might be why the Drought. I also think it's just Drought because he just brings just complete destruction and famine across like anywhere he goes.
He brings desolation. He brings what a drought does.
Yeah, and as he's said a couple times, he just likes to destroy things. He just really likes to destroy things. Just his thing.
He just likes it.
Like how Kaido likes to commit suicide. Just for funsies.
Woo! What are you gonna do tonight, sweetheart? Oh, just destroy things. Okay, sounds good. They'll be ready at 9. Thanks, E. That's Jack's wife. Jacqueline.
So let's talk about his crew a little bit. So do you think all the I think the gifters are the ones who seem to have what I'm assuming is the smile fruit abilities, which seem to not function like normal zones. Because you got guys like making like wolf hands. You've got Sheephead with his like horns popping out all over the place. So do you think that's just what a basic smile fruit is, that it doesn't give you full zone abilities, but you're able to basically like harness features and parts of each animal?
You know what, that's probably it. And with the more advanced smile fruit, we're probably going to see they'll get more specific, but for the grunt level, it's going to be very features.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was thinking. I was figuring that it might be that they maybe have not defective, but just like lower quality smile, and as you go up in quality, the better the transformations are.
Really good smile zone.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking. Yeah, there's not much else to really talk about there, because the one thing is that, and this is why I think that this fight, like the whole Jack Straw Hats fight, probably isn't going to last long, because Oda hasn't really established any standouts in Jack's crew for like other crew members to fight. Like
It's really just Jack and whoever he's talking to.
And Sheepshead's basically already taken out by Sanji. I don't think he's gonna be doing much or putting up much of a fight. So that actually leads in perfectly to the next thing, which is, who do you think's gonna take down Jack? You think it's gonna be Luffy? And if so, do you think we're gonna get some gear? He's gonna pop into Gear 4 and just like one punch him?
I don't think he's gonna one punch him. I do think it's probably gonna be Luffy who takes him down, because he seems to be all whoa when Jack is attacking them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The other.
It's not gonna be as epic as Doflamingo was.
No. That's why I'm expecting this to be a pretty short and sweet fight. Like, I think this is gonna show that Luffy is on par with the heavy hitters in the Yonko crews. Would be my guess. I'm really curious if he's gonna have to do Gear 4, if he'll be able to take him out without using it.
So I didn't watch these episodes because they were filler.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think if he doesn't use Gear 4 that, because there's one episode where, like, they meet this giant lady who can shrink down, and so then Luffy uses Gear 3 to just grow giant. He might just do something like that.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if they would bring filler into manga or not.
Probably. Oh, so he just inflates his entire body?
Yeah, I think so. Based on like the previously in this episode, and it was like a giant Luffy.
I think that was the film Zed lead up, if I'm recalling correctly. I think that was what that filler was. Like for Strong World and Zed, I think they had like lead up arcs to them.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe we'll see something a little new from Luffy too. So that might be interesting to see. I think that's pretty good on Jack there. That'll do it for part 2 of our Zoe discussion. There's plenty more to come after that, so stay tuned. Give us a like if you liked the video. Go ahead and subscribe for more content. And until next time, stay nerdy.